let's go to the economic calendar very quick. So basically, you can see today we had some news from Europe and we have 3 high impact news from the UK. So if you check the GBP, basically GBPY, it's looking really clear. You can see the move was really strong because the news was positive for the GBP, so it indicates GBP strong and start pushing to the upside. So you can see also on the Finwit with the 1-day relative performance. So basically the GBP the most strongest today, and you see the GBPY is really weak, so it can be indicates on GBPY huge upside move. And if you check GBP, it's also you can find GBP stronger than AUD, but basically if you check GBP and GBPY, you can see that the move wasn't that strong on the GBP than on GBPY because GBP, so because the Australian dollar it's quite strong also. Okay, let's start then with the GDP pairs. So it was my expectation last week. I still waiting for the entry level at the 7860, but I think looks like I missed it. So now I'm starting looking buy opportunity on the lower time frame. This is what I'm expected last week. So from low to high, you can see it was the 7860 matches with the high to low -27, and basically it was the right shoulder what I'm expected, but we can find the price only came back to the 61.80 level and looks like it's reacted on it and start pushing to the upside. And just move the small fee. So you can see basically weekly -27, 187, 187.5. So I think it could be the next long-term target, and I'm not waiting anymore the huge pullback to the downside. You can find this one it's broken, but yeah, looks like this level was really strong for the GBP AUD, and the effect of the Fibo from low to high, you can find basically the price reach with the 7860 level. On the bigger leg it's reached with the 61.80, and also now looks like the counter trend line broken as well. So this is basically next. Daily -27. So this is what I'm waiting. We can do another from low to high. It's the bigger time frame line. So basically that's all. On the daily we find the price redirected to the 7860 and the -27 is the final move. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see what we can find on the 4-hour. I just adjusted the trend line a little bit. So we can find, let's create the natural M, and after it starts pushing to the upside, price tapped the 61.80, so the final move is the -27. It's a good place because you can see it's a little bit above to the previous high, so it's also liquidity zone. Use 83.20. This is the H4. 27. So for example, I'm waiting now the price reach with this level. And after I think we can expect some bigger pullback to the downside. I do the most recently trend line from low to high. Looks like this one is correct. So just looking at those on the 1 hour. So I'm waiting the price reach with this level, and if the price rejected to the -27, I'm waiting for the pullback and I'm looking to take a long position. So basically, if the price rejects to this level and create the first red candle, I can play the Fibo from low to high, and we can find the 61.80. This matches with the strong support and resistance level. So basically, I'm looking to take a long from this place. Possibly we need to adjust a little bit the trend line, but at the moment this is the trend line what I'm following. So on this place we can find up, down, so it will be create the bullish arm. This is a strong support resistance level. We have a Fibo 61.80, and hopefully when the price starts pushing to the downside on the 1 hour, I can use the Fibo trick as well. So this is the place where I'm looking to take a long, and after the first target 1.83500, the second one is 1.82200, and after we can use for target the previous high, and a bit later the daily -27. So this is what I think from GBP at the moment. I'm waiting a little bit push to the upside, pull back to the trend line 6180, support resistance level. Hopefully we can find fit trick, and after I'm looking to take a long position. Have you any question from GBP? Okay, let's see GBP JPY. GBP JPY, we can find basically lower lows and lower highs. So the bigger picture is bearish. We can find the price was very close to the 78.60, the weekly high to low 78.60, but actually it's reversal a little bit below. And also it's not tapped the trend line, so I think it's still possible pushing to the upside one more time. And after, if it's rejected to the trend line, we can take the short and we can expect the huge drop to the downside. I already set the weekly -27 and the weekly -68 for target, and you can see I set the weekly 78.60 level as well. If I continue to the daily, and the daily we can find the price start pushing to the downside, and actually on this place I can show you on the lower time frame just a little bit tricky thing. And after looks like it started pushing to the upside. Okay, we know exactly it was also news, but you know technically it still looks like it's bullish. So when technical things and the fundamental things indicate the same way together, we can find a really nice and strong move. On the 4 hour, we can find basically the big bullish arm. And if I put the Fibo from low to high, you can find the price came back to the 61.80. First it's rejected on it and started pushing to the upside. And after, what we can find basically, we can find the price start to consolidating this place. First you can see it's make the breakout to the upside. So you know lots of people stop loss taken out, or also lots of people take a buy, but actually at the moment on this place we can find anything else. So it's not indicates we take the trade for the long side, and after you can find the price push back to the consolidation zone, it started pushing to the downside. So after first it's take out the liquidity on the top, lots of people stop loss and buy stop taken out, and after you know exactly the price rejected few times to this level, the price came back again to this level. So again, where is the liquidity and where is the lots of stop loss and sell stop? Of course, a little bit above, below. So this is the first thing you see. The price not respecting the 7860, 61.80, final move 127. So first everybody stopped out on this place. And after, if you used another way of the FIBO, you can find again. So, you know, lots of people take along from here. They also stopped out. Actually, if I use another way of the FIBO, so from low to high, you can see it was also again 127 level. So yeah, basically on this place it's make consolidation, and after each side it's take out lots of people and take out lots of money from the market. So what we can find now basically on the H4. Let's see the daily. The H4 is a little bit choppy. I can't see better the candlesticks. So this is the daily high to low FIBO. Yeah, we can find again the price rejected to the 127. From high to low, we can find fine trend line on this place. So it's not really help. You know, I'm waiting at the moment some push to the downside on Gdp Pairs. So it can indicate also GBP, GPY pushing back to the downside on the daily. If you go from high to low, so it's not really hard. It's not matches with the 7860. Let's see the 4-hour consolidation box. So from low to high, and here is the two place. What I'm waiting, the first one is the 61.80 and the second one is the 7860. So I just followed the move to the downside and I made the marks up. Minus 27. No, H4 7860. H4 61.80. Minus 27, minus 68. And the previous high. Previous high. 68 and H4 27. So now I'm just waiting for the pullback, and I will see how the price reject to the 61.80. If I can use the FIBO trick and everything matches with the 61.80, I will take along from 61.80. If the price pushing to the downside really hard, and I can use the FIBO trick, and the FIBO trick matches with the 7860, I will take the trade from the 7860. So this is what I think from GBP, GPY at the moment. Pullback, and after still upside, minus 27, minus 68, previous high, possible new high. Have you a question from GBP, GPY?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, so in the weekly time frame, last week you said that you were waiting for head and shoulders. Are we still waiting for it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You know, I'm just waiting. It's still head and shoulders, so left head and right shoulder. I'm just waiting for the trend line top and the high to low weekly. 7860 level. But you know, basically with this Fibo and with the trend line, I'm just identifying what is the direction. Basically, after this move happened, we can expect huge drop to the downside. So you can see it's from 140.600 to 130.500. It's 1,000 pips. You know, it's take time, but this is what I'm expecting. Let's see US30. US30 is really tricky at the moment, so you can find it make the all-time high last week, and after it's dropped to the downside, and one more time it came back really close to the all-time high and pushing to the downside, but now it still looks like bullish and rejected to this level. So if you go from low to high, and you can find the price reach with the 7860. No, actually almost reach with the 7860 level. So this is the one-off thing what we can find, and I think it's still possible pushing a little bit higher before it's dropped down to the downside. Let's see the smaller time frame. It's looking better. Start with the trend line. So for me, it's a clear trend line break. I can do from below. It also looks like broken, but now we can find, so in this place, this level looks like a little bit strong for the price. Also, if I put the Fibo from high to low, you can find the price almost tap the minus 68 level. If I use another way of the Fibo, so from low to high, you can see it's tapped the 161.80 level. So basically, you can see it's dropped huge to the downside, but it's still possible to continue a little bit to the upside before it's dropped to the downside. And I know it's ugly, and if I'm not looking this strong crazy move what was news, for me it's looking pretty simple and pretty clear what will be happening here. Also, if I put the Fibo from high to low, you can see looks like it's great. If you check the bigger move, bearish W, and also from the head and shoulder. So I place the Fibo from high to low, and you can find the 61.8. It matches really nicely with the right shoulder. So this is what can I find, and also basically, you know the rule. So once the price not respecting 7860 or the 61.80, the final move is the 127 or 161.80, and we can find the 161.80. It's also really close to the 61.80. Or if I put the, yeah, basically it's okay. So yeah, this is what I'm waiting on US30, push to the upside, and around 1,900, 2,900, 29,700 level, what is also really strong support resistance level. I'm looking to take short, and the first target will be the minus 27, what is 29,000. If you look left, you can see also it's a really strong support resistance level, and we can say basically this is the neckline of the head and shoulder. 29,000. So this is the first target, and after we can target basically the daily minus 27, what is from high to low. I want the huge one. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm waiting on US 30. A little bit push to the upside and around 29,700. I'm looking to take a short position and I'm waiting for the 29,000 level. Have you any question from US 30?
Good morning, Ben. Can you go in 15 minutes, please?
Sorry, repeat again, please.
Can you go in 15 minutes, please?
Sure.
And also looks it's creating a big bullish arm inside of this trend line.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Or also possible maybe now it's make some pullback to the downside.
Yeah.
Low.
Yes.
Level. So 29,400 level. Also, we can use the flip trick from high to low.
It's giving too many confirmation in that side.
Also, it's looking strong support and resistance level.
But if you look on the left side. Yes. Yeah, already.
Down.
Yeah, it's also looking a big bullish arm, then going up.
That's correct. It's possible, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, man.
29,420 basically.
Yeah, that's one thing into. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So let's see, US 30 also looking good. Gold. Gold. Okay, so gold, it's really choppy. I'm still keep my eye. So 78.60 is broken. We can expect it's pushing to the downside to 1,720. With the price still respecting this level and basically broke this counter trend line, we can expect huge to the upside to 2,150. Basically, that's all in the bigger picture. In the smaller time frame, we can see the price looks like it's consolidating. This one, yeah, looks like it's consolidating, and I think it's waiting for the huge move. But the question, which side? So at the moment, we can do too many things. Basically, just waiting. If I drew the most recently trend line from high to low, you can find it creates the bearish W. And from high to low, you can find the price respected the 78.60. Also on this level, we can find strong support and resistance level if you look left. So it's still possible pushing a little bit lower to the minus 27, and after it's pushing to the upside, because if you look left, you know, this level is looking really strong. So possible market makers make some fake breakout on this level and basically push the price around 1,842, and after they pushing back above to this level and it's continue higher. So gold is a little bit tricky at the moment. So I think if you want to take the swing short position, you definitely need to wait for this strong level broken really clear. On the other way, if you're planning to take long, I think the safe if you wait for this counter trend line break and retest on it and maybe bullish M or big bullish M, and you can take the long. And basically, if you're planning to take a long position, you can use for target 1,921 and 1,940 level. It's a nice round number. And also, see the flow trick. It's not really help. Actually, if we use another way, yeah, it's not really help at the moment. Okay, so so 618 47860. Okay, we are done with this one. Let's see the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we can find the most recently trend line is broken already. High to low. You can find the price reach with the -27. Let's see the low to high. Actually, you can see the -27 also matches with the 7860. So I think possible price, if the price stopped at this level and it's make some pullback to the trend line, we can wait for the short opportunity and we can take a short and we can let it run to the previous high, and after you will see how the price rejected to this level. This is the first scenario. The second one, price start pushing to the upside and it's broke the trend line and it's complete the move in the -27, and just wait for the pullback to the trend line, and I will wait for pattern and Fibonacci confirmation, and I will take a long position, and the first take profit will be the previous high, what is the top of the consolidation box. So short term, this is what I'm waiting on gold. If it's broke out from the consolidation zone to the upside or to the downside, we can expect a bigger move. And if it's broke to the upside, we can wait the price reach with the 1920 level or the 1940 level. If the price broke the bottom of the consolidation box, we can expect it will be pushing to the 1800